Yo, what is going on, guys? QKG here. Welcome to my third Dirty Bomb Mercenary Spotlight. And before I go ahead and get started with the Spotlight, I just want to let you guys know, feel free to leave me any feedback down in the comments below regarding any of the Spotlights and how you might want me to tweak them or not. And if you guys want me to start reviewing some that are free in the rotation, you know, for some of the newer characters, or not newer characters, newer people getting involved into the game. Or if you guys just want me to review some of the mercs that are slept on by the community. But either way, I'm open to suggestions, guys. You know, it's whatever. But anyway, let's go ahead and get started. So the merc we're looking at today is Proxy. Proxy, you can either buy her with $7 of, you know, actual money, $6.99, or you can get 30,000 in-game currency and purchase her that way. So this merc has 90 health, which is just a smidgen under 100, and she has 450 sprint. So she is a tad bit weaker. She doesn't have that much life sustainability, but she has more than an Aurora or Sparks. But she's not as fast as them. She can outrun, you know, typical, you know, like Skyhammer or Fragger or, you know, Nader. She can outrun them, but yeah, she's just a little bit weaker, so you gotta be careful with this merc. She's kind of squishy, but her playstyle is a close quarters gunner equipped with either 2 different shotguns, or she has the SMG. Also, this woman has proximity mines, which are devastating.
But wait, there's more.
And also, she's an objective specialist, which means she can plant, defuse, and repair anything faster than any other merc that does not have the objective specialist. Mostly like Fletcher and her, and also Bushwhacker have the same ability where, you know, if the EV is stopped and, you know, you gotta go ahead and repair, she can get it done faster than anybody. Or if there is a merc that doesn't have that ability, she can take over and start repairing it a lot faster than them, because, you know, it will save you a lot of time. If think about it, if there's one that sucks at it and then you go ahead and do it and you gotta wait for them to get done. So I like the way they got around that. That was pretty nice. But anyway, she has 3 weapons: the Hollins 800 shotgun, which kind of reminds me of a Remington in a way, and then also we have the Hodge SMG, which is kind of like a MP5 K in my opinion, and then we have the Rimberg 7 shotgun, one of my favorite shotguns in this game. And but before we go ahead and get to my favorite part of the spotlight, let's go ahead and look at the first weapon that I mentioned, which is the Hollins 800 pump action shotgun. So this weapon is pretty much, you know, your typical, I was about to say stereotypical, your standard, you know, Remington based shotguns, pretty much, you know, like a combat shotgun. It holds 1 more shell than the Rimberg, surprisingly, but there's some downsides to it, so let's go ahead and look at it. So we got 6 shells in this shotgun, which is pretty nice. It's just 1 more than a Rimberg. A damage of 88, which you'll find out why that's kind of not as good once you see the Rimberg. We have a rate of fire of 86, which is alright, you know, standard for a shotgun, but a very good damage per second time of 126. So this gun has a very, very fast killing time, which is pretty good. But once we get down to the Rimberg, y'all gonna see why I really like this weapon. But this weapon is not shy of don't even use it. I'm not saying that whatsoever. The shotgun does have its perks, as in it does feel like it does shoot a tad bit faster. It feels like that, but they pretty much have the same rate of fire, but it has that extra shell just in case you do need it. So that is the upside to this weapon. So let's go ahead and move on. So the next weapon we have is the Hodge SMG, which is pretty much a quick, compact SMG similar to the Keck 10, which is like pretty much like the Big Brother version of it. It is the weakest SMG, but it is powerful in different ways. Let me go ahead and show you. So the rounds we have in this SMG is 55. That's more than any SMG in the game. And the downside is it has a damage of 9, which is the weakest out of any SMG, which most of them have had like 12 or 11, but 9 is just that's like shooting marshmallows at people. Then this thing has a rate of fire of 811. That is pretty freaking fast. That is the highest fire rate out of any SMG in the game, and a damage per second time of 122. That is the highest, well, that is the quickest kill time of any SMG in the game. So while this thing has the least damage, it has a crazy fire rate and a lot of rounds in there. So you're just spitting them out and spitting them out. But the downside is this weapon does have a learning curve. If you are not accurate with this weapon, you are going to suck with this weapon. If you're not shooting them in the right spots, like I said, you are going to suck with this weapon. So you have to be careful of where you shoot this weapon or how you hit them, and make sure you are being accurate, getting those headshots, chest up area, because if you're just shooting at his junk the entire time, you ain't gonna get much, because that's the only downside to the weapon, is that you have to shoot in the right spots. So anyway, let's go ahead and move on to the last weapon, which is the Rimberg 7. It's a sexy pump action shotgun with crazy damage, and it has a nice stakeout design if you play like Battlefield Hardline or even Black Ops back in the day, or if you just know what the stakeout is. But anyway, let's go ahead and look at the stats. We have 5 shells, which is alright. It's on the small side, but at the same time it does, you know, remind you of a stakeout in a way, which it doesn't really hold that many. And it has a damage of 96. 96, that's pretty sick. And then it has an RPM of 86, which is pretty much the same as the Hollins that we looked at, and then a damage per second time of 138. So it kills a little bit slower, or you know, kind of like that, but the freaking thing can probably one-shot you a lot quicker than the Hollins could. So the damage on this gun, pretty sick. I actually had a lot more fun using this shotgun than the other one, just because it did more damage right off the jump. I had to, you know, double tap a lot of people or triple tap people with the Hollins, but this one, it literally took almost 1 to 2 shells just killing somebody. So that was the weapon that I pretty much loved with this Merc. So that was pretty much my clear choice of which shotgun I should use. But of course, this is all personal preference. I'm just giving you guys the stats, and you go ahead and pick up what you want to use. So without further ado, let me go ahead and end this Dirty Bomb spotlight for you guys. So my personal experience with this Merc, I feel like she's balanced in the right ways. I feel like she is good. If she would have had like 110 health, she would have been the damn problem, because she's fast and she can get up really in close with you, just like an Aurora can. So she's good for that, and she's good for the objective-based players, because if you just think I'm just gonna throw proximity mines down the entire time and I'm just gonna whore kills and not play the objective, you guys are definitely gonna lose, because she needs to be in the fight also, and she needs to be into the objective, repairing it, or trying to destroy or trying to plant the bomb. She needs to be in there making sure she gets the job done, because that's her role. So if you're not playing her role, you're not going to end up winning the game or pretty much doing fine at all. So pretty much with that being said, guys, just know your role in the game. Think about it. So when Artie or like a Skyhammer, they're there laying down suppressive fire. They're making sure that they are not getting as close with those artillery strikes. And then like the medics like Sparks, Aurora, and Sawbones, they're making sure your soldiers have and your comrades have enough basically life sustainability with med packs, or if they get down, they're reviving you. And her objective is just to play and plant those objectives. That's all she has to do, is make sure the EV is there. And of course, you're gonna end up doing it a lot faster than any other Merc, so you gotta go ahead and not be afraid to jump in there and make sure you get in there and plant those objectives or repair those objectives. So thank you guys for tuning in. I really hope you enjoyed it. Go ahead and leave me some feedback down below on the next Merc that you guys want me to go ahead and do a spotlight on next. So thank you guys for tuning in. This is Quentin with Quentin Knows Games, and peace out.